Wow, wow,
Wow.
wow, wow.
Wow.
What a grand ending to this
Yeah, it
album.
was grand. Grand for sure.
I like that they kept it slow. They didn't try to change the pace.
Mm-hmm.
Like they did in earlier tracks. This was important over here because it was so slow. And then if you suddenly made it like that Charlie Chaplin kind of thing, it would have been disastrous in my humble opinion. But I'm glad they kept it as they did. It sounded good. For me, this was one of the best tracks on this album. After the first one, I think this is on the same. The first and the last one, for me, I like both equally. The remaining tracks, because of not understanding the title of the album, the context, I can't say too much about it. I like how this was mellow and soft. This was more up my alley. This was more the kind of music I would like listening to every day. So I connected with it in more ways than one. So I like this one a lot. This was a great song. Try to remember. Yeah, it's a very good album on the whole. High quality music, but it seems to be a little bit all over the place, connecting with different three, four different cultures maybe. Perhaps there's some context to it, and if I know that, it would make more sense. Perhaps it's a dream of someone traveling to different parts of the far corners of the world. That would make more sense too. But yeah, it's a good album. Very, very good album. High quality album. Visitation by Pekka Pohjola from 1979.
This one, when it started, it reminded me of Edge of Heaven.
Hmm.
Didn't it have that
The Edge of Them in
sound?
the
Yeah, the movie.
Turkish German movie.
Yeah, yeah. It's a festival movie. Or
Israeli movie. Israel was
No.
Palestine. The three, four countries.
No,
right?
it was Turkey.
Turkey and Germany.
Turkey's at the time they were undecided about whether they were part of Asia or Europe. So the battle of that. I mean, not battle as in it's a psychological battle, sort of. So yeah, it's an amazing movie. And when the music started, it gave me instant reminder of that. I don't know how, but it just gave that. It was trans-border kind of thing at the same time, underlying tragedy, underlying sadness, underlying sorrow, and then from there it slowly rises to euphoria and somewhat victory kind of thing towards the end. So I still don't know what exactly is behind the entire thing. Try to remember what is the real feeling or the
There's
story the
certain
composer.
pictures put by Marco on his videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have some strong symbolism to the song or it was a random
A theme,
pick based on the title of the song. Here there was a clock.
Yeah.
Earlier there was a man standing on the cliff for sighting.
Yeah, he was looking at
Earlier
the
songs there were some other
city.
pictures. So I think maybe it's a random pick by Marco. Perhaps there's some real context to it. And perhaps knowing that will definitely make more sense if we listen to it a few more times. And which I think I will. I like this album.
I like this
overall.
album, yeah.
I don't.
It's-
I like a music that is more chill out when I listen to music while I'm working.
Yeah, so you listen to Image of Passing Smile. Image of a Passing Smile. That's what you should listen.
Yeah.
I like that. And I like Strange Awakening. Definitely, I like that. So there are having Image of a Passing Smile. I think I'm going to listen to many more times. I like that Korean sound to it. It was hit.
That was a Charlie Chaplin-ish kind of song.
Yeah.
Right towards the end.
Yeah.
Chin 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 chin
It-
chin chin.
it was fully blown dance.
Lauren and Hardy and
Yeah,
Charlie
it was
Chaplin and
full
Tom and
blown
Jerry.
dancing. So it sounded
Suitable
great.
for all three.
Yeah, it did.
Tom and Jerry cartoons or Lauren and Hardy movies as well as Charlie Chaplin movies.
You can just dance to it. It is that way. But this one was intense, definitely intense, and it also to end an album, it was a great selection because when you make people high on certain thing during anything, music therapy, dance
Yeah.
therapy, anything, then you have to also bring them back and integrate them.
You talked about sorry to interrupt, but you talked about, before I forget, talked about a great movie, Edge of Heaven, in this one. One sad part is that you don't get music like this that easily.
You
You
don't.
mentioned about this.
Yeah.
So there's one movie which I watched once at a film fest, but no matter how hard I tried, it's been 20 years, more than 20 years since I watched that movie at the Mumbai International Film Festival. But I never got to get a copy or get that movie to see again. It was a movie on the Chinese kid. I think you also may have watched
Which
it.
one?
Where he was learning to play the violin.
Yeah, I
And
know. I
his
can't
father
get
is a
it.
cook.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
cook in a Chinese
Yeah,
restaurant.
yeah, yeah.
And that movie, what was it called? Very nice
The
movie.
violin player?
But I never ever got a chance to watch that movie again.
He played for
So these kind of music, this kind of albums are those kind of things. You hear it once and you never know when you like again get a chance to listen to an album.
And
like
if
this.
you lose track of it or you lose the name, it's very hard
I
to
don't even
find.
remember the name of that movie. But it's something to do with music only.
It is all the way music. It's a young boy who plays for rich
What a
people
great
for
movie,
their
great movie.
events and happy moments. And his journey towards becoming, I think they want to sponsor him, but they want to change things around. I vaguely remember it, but it was all about the boy who knew how to play violin and he
Yeah,
could win
very good.
hearts, but then
But there was also a
his
rich
poverty,
kid,
yeah,
rich girl.
yeah. something, a lot of
and
drama.
She was not as good, but she had the support of her family. And yeah, so there was conflict. Because this guy was a chef's son, poor.
They wanted to adopt him.
Not a
as
poor exactly, but not as rich
not
as that
as
one.
rich as
Middle class, you can
yeah,
say.
yeah. No, poor would suit better.
So it was difficult. Great movie. I don't remember the
In
name.
fact, the print was also.
I think it was the
hazy.
year 2001, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
I never got the chance to see that movie. In fact, there was a version of it on YouTube which I found when I was searching for it years later. But it was such poor quality
It
that
was
I couldn't
hazy.
even watch
It
it.
was hazy. I didn't like
I don't know who put it on there and what was the purpose when it's that poor quality. But yeah, I mean, I would like to know the name, and maybe now it might be accessible considering technology has made so. I don't know why.
You
these
never
movies-
know. These movie makers used to be so independent. I mean, individually doing things. Those who would submit for these festivals.
No, that was a big budget movie for sure.
Not sure, but sometimes
Way
you
it was
never
made.
know. You know, the Red Balloon, I like Red Balloon. But that was from a big production, probably, because it's known by more people. And now, the quality or the, how do you say, the stature of these film festivals have also gone down.
Mm.
Yeah, reduced rather.
Mm.
Mumbai International Film Festival used to be something to look out for, and we used to actually look forward to it every year. It used to be around October, November, a nice winter time. It would be just onset of winter that it would happen. But now, when it comes and when it goes, and it's so commercialized, I would say, and it's just lost its charm with mainstream movies taking over things.
Mm.
Yeah. Now, why we are discussing that? Because this isn't mainstream, but it should be known by people.
Mm.
It's as simple as that.
For sure. Yeah, that's it for this album then. Pekka Pohjola Visitation from 1979, requested by our patron Marco. Thanks for the request. You too, if you any of you who are listening and have similar albums to request, check out our Patreon page. The link is in the description box of this video and every single reaction video on our channel. It's patreon.com/Enoma, Enoma, if you want to directly connect to the secure link. And yeah, you can request an album like this for us to listen to and support us and help us keep doing this. We've been doing this for close to a decade now. So thanks for your love and support throughout, especially patrons like Marco.
Yeah.
And especially to listening to music like this. This is, even though it's not, my experience is not completely positive for this album, still great music and I still like listening to stuff like that. Kirti, of course, loved it. So that's good enough.
I can literally imagine myself listening to it many more times, keeping it part of my collection, that kind of music. So I'm confident about it. And when I say it. Yeah.
So that's it for this one. Thanks for the request. Goodbye.